So good morning. Started the day with a lovely cup of milk. So yesterday evening it turned out different a bit than I thought. I thought we were catch some Pokemon, go to bed early because, well, as you can see, it's like almost 5:30, and well, so I needed to get up early again today. But instead of catching Pokemon, we went to Rowena, her sister, and my brother-in-law to just visit them, get a drink, and well, I was in bed around, well, 12:30, something like that, so it was pretty late, later than I wanted to be. Sorry I didn't vlog yesterday evening anymore, but I just didn't have the possibilities anymore and not really interesting things to vlog, so I thought, okay, just let's not do it. So for today, work again, and after that I have absolutely no idea, so we just have to see what's next for today. Just stick on and we'll be okay. But first, work. So tonight was quite a relaxed night. I came home from work, just edited my vlog, put it online, and then I just played a game of Formula 1. And why Formula 1? Well, because I'm obviously a Formula 1 fan. I started watching Formula 1 with my dad when I was a kid. I think I was around 6 or 7 when I watched with my dad. It was in the time where Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher and Mika Hakkinen and stuff all were battling together. Quite awesome that time. A lot have changed now. Of course, there's actually a Dutch guy, Max Verstappen, is currently racing into the Formula 1, who is actually doing a good job. He was able to win his first Grand Prix last year, well, 2016. Last year, 2017, he won 2 Grand Prix, which was absolutely amazing because never ever won a Dutch guy a Grand Prix before in the Formula 1. So this is awesome. He's really a huge talent, and I'm a fan of him. Really a fan. I also have a cap of him and a little car. So yeah, I'm quite a Formula 1 fan, thanks to my dad. Since this year, I followed like every race. Before that, I was, well, not following every race, or I didn't see every race, but this time I really saw every race, everything of Formula 1, so I was totally up to date about it. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I just like it. I just like it when 18 or 20 cars driving behind each other and crashing and racing and finishing and winning and losing, and I think it's just amazing. I'm not a person of other racing sports like karting or NASCAR or drifting, rally, DTM, Le Mans. No, I'm just pure only Formula 1. Before Max Verstappen was in it, I was a huge fan of Lewis Hamilton, who is the leading world champion at the moment. He's still doing a good job, and I still really appreciate what he does and how he does it, and he's absolutely the best. Yeah, okay, duh, otherwise he wouldn't be world champion. But okay, he's world champion, and I think Max Verstappen is able to be a world champion as well at some point. I'm not saying it will be in 2018 or 2019. The only thing I know, he has the capacity and he has the brains and the speed for it. The only thing he needs now is a good car. I mean, last year, if you followed Formula 1 or you just heard the news, you just know that he had a lot of car trouble. And it wasn't even his own fault. Everyone says it's not his own fault. There are still a lot of well, non-believers who say, well, he's doing too rough with the car and that's why his engine is blown up or something. No, incredible. That's stupid. He can't. He just can't blow up his own car. It was just Renault that was making bad things. His colleague, Daniel Ricciardo, also had troubles with engines and stuff. The Renault drivers itself also had the same problems. Toro Rosso, who were also driving with Renault motors, also had the same problem. So it wasn't him. It was just the engine and stuff. But okay, I hope 2018 will be a good year for Max Verstappen, and I hope he can win at least 3 Grand Prix. I mean, it's an ongoing line, right? So it would be absolutely great if he would be able to win like 3 Grand Prix this year. I think the Formula 1 starts somewhere middle to end of March in Australia, Albert Park. I'm trying the circuit out right now. Well, yeah, I'm playing Formula 1 2017, a game I got from Arena a while back, and I actually love it. Okay, I'm a Formula 1 fan. I'm playing it now. It's quite a difficult game, but it's a good game, and I'm just a beginner at the moment, so I have all my options set on beginner. So it shifts automatically and it helps me braking and still I'm not able to drive it correctly, but that will come in time. I mean, I'm just learning. Well, I didn't play it long already. I think this is now my second or my third hour now I put into it, so it's going quite good, and I hope I will improve myself, and well, maybe I will become a world champion in the game itself. Too bad I'm not able physically and mentally and well, because of the money, to be a Formula 1 driver myself, because otherwise I would absolutely love it. There is only one thing, well, not only, there is one thing I really would like to do, and that is to drive with someone else in a Formula 1 car. It is possible, I've seen it, but it costs that much money. I don't have it. So if you know a guy who has a Formula 1 car or drives a Formula 1 car or someone who knows someone who drives in a Formula 1 car, please let me know. I mean, I want to drive with it. Woo! Now that we're talking about driving, for my 30th birthday, and that was 2016, I got from Arena as a present a racing experience, and it was at the circuit in Zandvoort, here in the Netherlands, and it was absolutely amazing. I was able to drive in a Aston Martin, one of my favorite cars, a Ferrari, a Porsche, a BMW, also able to drift, well, not me personal, but I was sitting next to someone who drifted in a, what was it? I guess it was a Ford Mustang or something, and and it was also a drag race in Dutch Chargers. Whoa, those have power. Oh my god. Too bad most of it were automatic transmissions and not hand shifted, because then I would absolutely love it. Because, okay, obviously they did it because otherwise people would just jam everything and it would be broken quite fast. I also were able to drive in a old Formula car. I don't think it was a Formula 1 car, but it was like one of the year the 80s or something, with a shifting gear at next to the wheel. It was quite cool. Too bad I couldn't really drive fast with it, because there was an instructor in front of us who kept the speed down, so as low as possible, so no one would crash. But there were some people in our group who actually crashed, not with a Formula car, but with a Porsches. They crashed onto each other at the end of the straight line. Then it was all over also. But it was an amazing experience. Yes, I love speed. Yes, I love Formula 1. And yes, I love racing. If there's some time or some place I could race for not too much money, I would actually do it, because it's a dream of me to actually do something like that. Yeah, actually, like karting and stuff, okay, it's fun, but karting inside is completely different than outside. I was able to kart outside once. Too bad that at the moment I was karting, then it was soaking wet and it was raining very hard, so I was soaked and I couldn't stay with my kart on the road or on the track because it was so slippery. And you gotta imagine, at normal cars there are tires with grooves in it. On a kart you don't have it. It's just slick. It's just all there aren't any grooves, so there's no way the water can get away from the tires. So you're actually slipping everywhere, in every corner and every straight piece of road. So it was hard, but I loved it, and I love racing. So if you know something, please let me know. I'm open for it. Next to that, I think it's quite a time for me to go to bed. It's let's see. Yeah, it's 10:30 right now. It's quite early still, but I haven't slept last night a lot. So I will get a little bit of sleep, and then I will say, sleep well. See you tomorrow.